YouTube, Mrs. CP here. Today we are going to make a healthy fudge. Now I just wanted to do a quick thank you to everyone that has PM'd me asking me if I'm alright or anything like that. I have had some stuff going on and I had a biopsy done on a mole about 2 weeks ago and I got the test results back and they told me that it had precancerous cells in it, but because I caught it early, they were able to remove the entire thing and I don't have to go through any other treatments or anything like that. So I'm very, very thankful for that. So thank you everyone that has been concerned and has been sending thoughts and prayers my way. I appreciate it oh so much and they worked. So thank you so much. So I'm going to bring you in and I'm going to show you what some of the ingredients are and we will get started. Okay, so what you're going to need for this fudge is you're going to need some cocoa powder. I'm using organic dark cocoa powder today. You're also going to need some walnuts and some almonds, unsalted, and then some dates. And they're pitted dates, and what I did was I just filled the container up with water and I let them sit for about 30 minutes so they could get a little bit of moisture in them. So all you're going to do for this step, it's actually 2 layers, is you're just going to stick everything in your food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender. And you're just going to get it all mixed up. And the great thing about this recipe is there's no baking required, which is awesome. Okay guys, so once you've got your mixture all mixed up in your food processor, if it's not coming together really well, just go ahead and add a little bit of water at a time, just until it comes more of a dough consistency. And I've got an 8x8 pan that I've just lined with aluminum foil. It just makes it easier to get it out to put it. It may not be easier to spread it with it on there, but you have to choose your battles. So I'm going to pop this in the freezer and I'm going to get the rest of the ingredients together and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, so for the second layer of the fudge, you're going to need some almond butter, some more of the cocoa powder, and some bananas. I've already put my almond butter in there because it was just easier to measure it out into the container. And I didn't rinse the container out or anything, it's all the same. So I'm just going to add everything in. And I've just kind of just chunked up the bananas. I'm just going to give that a mix until it's really well incorporated. Okay. So I'm going to grab my first layer out of the freezer. Oh, it smells so yummy. Oh, it tastes so good. And then we're just going to pour it over our mixture, our first layer. And then once you've got it poured over, just smooth it out over the top. And stayed in the freezer for about 2 to 3 hours until completely firm. Now these will need to stay in the freezer when they're not being consumed because, as you can see, the top is kind of liquidy, but they are awesome cold. So I will bring you back when I'm ready to slice them up. Alright guys, so my fudge has been in the freezer probably about 4 or 5 hours. I had to run out and do some shopping, so it's been in there for a little while. And I just sprinkled some almond shavings on there just to give it a little bit more almonds because I love almonds. And this is why I put it in foil, because I can just pull it out and I can just pull the foil back and it makes it a lot easier to cut. So now I'm just going to cut it open. this out, see what it looks like. Ooh, so yummy looking. I've got fudge all over my fingers. Now, it's one thing to have some really yummy, healthy fudge, but my sweet tooth doesn't end there. I'm gonna make some healthy ice cream with it. And yes, I'm not talking about like the store-bought crappy stuff that claims to be healthy and has all kinds of weird sugars and God knows what else in it. Put that back in there. I'm talking about just one ingredient, ice cream. So I've got my little handy food processor thingy, and I just got a whole bunch of sliced up bananas that I froze earlier this week. And I'm just gonna pop some in there. And to complement the fudge, I'm just gonna take a little bit of my chocolate cocoa powder. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, just to give it a little something. Put that in there. Snap this on if I can. Oops. And we have chocolate banana ice cream. Oh, yummy. Let's see how it tastes. Gotta taste it. And it really does have the consistency of ice cream, which is awesome. Just gonna scoop that out. Give it a scoop. So good. So yummy. So that is what I've got for you guys today. So make sure you subscribe and head over and follow us on Facebook, and happy prepping.